Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to AffairsCloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name AffairsCloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. This application is a one-stop solution for all the students who are preparing for government exams. This application is valid just for the Android users. Once you have downloaded the application, you can go and log in through your Gmail ID, and once you have logged in, you will be moved on to this page where you can see the various courses that are offered by us. To avail this course, you can use a code that is CRACK10 to get an additional 10% discount on the purchase you make. If we talk about the course, why this course is so important, how you will be benefiting through this course. If you see, we provide current affairs on the daily basis, on weekly basis, as well as monthly basis. On daily basis, we will be providing you with PDFs of the content of that particular day. Apart from this, you will be getting a quiz on your application that will be of 20 questions quiz on daily basis that will help you in boosting your preparation. Apart from that, on weekly, you will be getting a 50 questions quiz for your preparation, as well as if you see, you will also get a PDF that will contain all the important compiled news, current affairs of that particular week. And similarly, for monthly, you will be getting a top 100 questions PDF of that whole month. That is very important PDF and will be covering the most important news of that particular month. Alright, apart from this, we also cover banking awareness. All the banking aspirants, those who are preparing for bank exams, will absolutely love our course because we cover almost 99.99% of the syllabus of your bank exams. Here you will see we will also provide with quizzes as well as the PDFs. Apart from this, if you see the topic wise, for example, there are multiple questions that are related to obituary, important days, who won which event, who was awarded with which award. So all these topics that are related to your GS also or GK, such as apps and web portals, these are the current affairs that are important days, your books and authors, the new applications that were launched, new government schemes that were launched by the government, or your international affairs or your national affairs. All these topics, there are 20 such topics of which we are providing the PDF, as well as we teach on YouTube, where you can go and check our channel and you will be surprised that the content that we are providing is absolutely amazing. Alright, so this will be helping you to boost your preparation in the long term. This YouTube channel, you can go and subscribe to our channel, that is your AffairsCloud, that will help you for your revision purpose also. Apart from this, we cover the state current affairs also. Here you can see the current affairs and all these content that we provide you that are bilingual. That means we provide you in English as well as both in Hindi also. Alright, so all the students who are from the Hindi language will also be benefited through our course. Also friends, you can purchase our course for 2 years. Alright, also for 1 year. If the students have exam or they are planning for the long term and they want to study for 2 years and they are expecting to give exam after 1 year, then they can opt for 2 years. As well as if the student is planning to give exam next year, then they can go for the 1 year course also. So these are the two types of courses that are available by us. In the end friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue. So friends, in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs of 4th week of May. The session will be very helpful and interesting. So do watch the video till the end. Also friends, I'll suggest you to read all the notes that you have been making from the last 1 or 2 weeks. That will help you in this preparation, and this will help you before watching this video, because once you have went through all those notes that you were making, now it will be easy to remember all the questions that we will be doing today. Alright, so it will be really helpful. I'll suggest just pause the video and go through the notes. And I hope now that you have went through the notes. Let's start the questions. Which airway recently got the DGCA, that is your Directorate General of Civil Aviation node, to resume commercial flight operations after being grounded since 2019? It is your Jet Airways. Alright, Jet Airways got the approval from the DGCA to resume their commercial flight operations after being grounded since 2019 due to mounting debts. Due to increasing debts, their commercial flights were stopped. Next, Anthony Norman Albanese was appointed as the new Prime Minister of which country? He has been appointed as the new Prime Minister of Australia. Alright, similarly, if I ask you, Shelly app. Shelly app was launched by Kerala government. The reason for launching this app was to make people aware of the heart disease, of diagnosing, controlling lifestyle disease. That is the reason this Shelly app was launched by Kerala government. So the correct option here becomes option 4th. Next, who was recently reappointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Paytm? He is Vijay Shekhar Sharma, has been reappointed as the MD as well as CEO of Paytm. Alright, highly important. Now if I ask you, who is the CFO of Paytm? Madhur Diora. She is the current CFO, Chief Financial Officer of Paytm. Next, who was recently reappointed as the MD and CEO of Infosys for a period of 5 years? He will be Shalil Parekh ji. He has been reappointed to the boards of directors. He is the current in the board of directors of Infosys Limited, and now on the recommendation of NRC, that is your Nomination and Remuneration Committee, they have reappointed Shalil Parekh, who is the current to be reappointed as the MD and CEO of Infosys for a period of how many years? For a period of 5 years, that is from the year 2022 to 2027. Now also remember, Salil Parekh took over the CEO and MD of Infosys in the year 2018, and now he will continue till this post till the year 2027. Next, BioRRAP. What is BioRRAP? First of all, remember, Ministry of Science and Technology established a single national portal named BioRRAP for biotechnology research and startups. In BioRRAP, what does second R stands for? You should remember the full form here. What is the full form of BioRRAP? Biological Research Regulatory Approval Portal. I repeat, Biological Research Regulatory Approval Portal. So second full form is regulatory. So the correct option becomes option 4th. Next, when was the United Nations World Day for Cultural Diversity for Dialogue and Development 2022 observed across the globe? It was observed on 21st of May. When do we observe it? On 21st of May. Similarly, if question asked to you is, when do we observe your National Technology Day? On 11th of May, we observe your National Technology. This is important. Alright, high chance of being asked here. When do we observe your National Technology Day? It is observed on 11th of May, National Technology Day. Moving on. So the correct option here becomes option 2nd. Moving on. Ramban district in Jammu and Kashmir is situated on the banks of Dash River. Ramban district of Jammu and Kashmir is located on the Chenab River. Next, remember, a prominent crossing in Ayodhya has been named after Lata Mangeshkar. And if we talk about first Lata Dinanath Mangeshkar Award, this award was presented to whom? It was given to Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi ji. So it is on Chenab River. Next, in which city the Northeastern Hill University is located? It is located in Shillong. Next, which ministry recently inaugurated India's first Center of Excellence for Khadi in New Delhi? Which is the ministry now? It is your Ministry of MSME, that is your Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, inaugurated the first Center of Excellence for Khadi in New Delhi. Next, RBI set up a 6-member committee to review customer service standards in RBI regulated entities. This committee will be headed by whom? This committee will be headed by Bibhu Prasad Kanugoji. Alright, apart from this, remember Chara Bijay Yojana. It was started by Haryana government for increasing the fodder cultivation. This Chara Bijay Yojana was launched. Similarly, If question asked to you is regarding the president of Philippines, who is the president of Philippines now? Fernando Marcos Jr. has been appointed to the post of president of Philippines. Also remember, India paid around 800,000 US dollars to promote the use of Hindi language at the United Nations. Next is, which bank recently launched a co-branded credit card for chemists, pharmacists along with Retailio? It is your which organization? It is your which bank? It is your HDFC Bank has launched a co-branded credit card for chemists, pharmacists or your health sector in tie-up with Retailio. Next, as per the DPIIT, the foreign direct investment equity inflows to India decreased marginally at 58 point at 58.77 billion dollars, and this data was released by DPIIT. Next, which of the following Indian personalities were among the list of 100 most influential people of 2022 published by the Time magazine in May 2022? So Gautam Adani as well as Karuna Nandiji, they both were in the list of 100 most influential people of 2022 published by Time magazine. Alright, so the correct option here is option 4th. Next, who was recently appointed as the 22nd Lieutenant Governor of the National Capital Territory of Delhi? So who is the new Lieutenant Governor of Delhi? Vinay Kumar Saxena ji. Here we say Lieutenant Governor. Remember, Lieutenant Governor is for Union Territory and governors are for states. Next, who was recently appointed as part-time chairman of the IDBI Bank for a term of 3 years? He is T.N. Manoharan ji has been appointed as the part-time chairman of the IDBI Bank for a period of 3 years. He will be replacing whom? He will be replacing M.R. Kumar. Next, which company is the parent company of Royal Enfield? So remember, Eicher Motors is the parent company of Royal Enfields, and B. Govinda Rajan has been recently appointed as the new CEO of Royal Enfields. Next is, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs have launched the 8th edition of the Swachh Sarvekshan 2023. This was launched under the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0. Now the question asked here is, what is the theme of the Swachh Sarvekshan 2023? The theme was waste to health. If asked on which theme was the Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0 was launched, it was to make cities garbage free. It was to make cities garbage free. This is your Swachh Bharat Mission Urban 2.0, and the theme for the Swachh Sarvekshan is waste to wealth. Next, according to World Economic Forum Travel and Tourism Development Index of 2021, what is the rank of India? India stood at 54th position in this particular index, and while this was topped by Japan. So the rank of India in the World Economic Forum's Travel and Tourism Development Index is 54, and this index was topped by Japan. Next, which company recently surpassed the Apple Incorporation to become the world's most valuable company? This is in terms of market capitalization. This is your Saudi Aramco. Next is your name the personality from India who was recently appointed as the chairperson of the Committee B at the 75 World Health Assembly. So there are two committees that you need to remember, Committee A and Committee B. Here we are talking about Committee A. If we talk about, it meets the debate about the technical and health related matters, whereas Committee B deals with the administrative and financial matters of WHO. Here we are talking about these two committees are of WHO. So the question asked here, who has been appointed as the new chairperson of the Committee B at the 75th World Health Assembly? The name is Rajesh Bhushan ji. Alright, he has been appointed as the chairperson of the Committee B at the 75th World Health Assembly that was held at Geneva, Switzerland. Next is, who was recently elected as the DG of the World Health Organization for a term of 5 years? We know he has been re-elected for the second time. He is Tedros Ghebreyesus. We have done this question multiple times and he is in this post since 2017. Name the personality who recently appointed as the Chief Executive Officer of the Indigo with effect from 1st of October 2022. Peter Elbers. Peter Elbers is the has been appointed as the CEO of Indigo, and remember Indigo is the largest domestic carrier, and it has appointed Peter Elbers as their new CEO. He will be replacing whom? He will be replacing Ronojoy Datta. Next, when was the International Dark Sky Week observed across the globe? It is observed on, or you can say it was from week, so it was 7 day long. That was from 22nd of April to 30th of April. So International Dark Sky Week was observed from 22nd to 30th of April. It was observed to raise awareness about the negative impact of light pollution and create the night that celebrate the night sky. Alright, highly important. I repeat, in order to create the awareness about the negative impact of light pollution, this International Dark Sky Week was observed from 22nd of April to 30th of April. Next, which country recently conducted the third edition of the bilateral exercise Bongo Sagar? It was conducted between the Indian Navy as well as Bangladesh Navy. Highly important. And where was this conducted location wise? It was in the northern part of the Bay of Bengal. So the correct option here is between Indian Navy and Bangladesh Navy. This Bongo Sagar was conducted, and this was the third edition of this bilateral exercise. Next, Dash became the first women combat aviator to join the Indian Army Aviation Corps as a helicopter pilot. Who is she? She is Abhilasha Barak. She is from Haryana, and she has become the first woman to combat aviator to join the Indian Army Aviation Corps as the helicopter pilot. Abhilasha Barak. Next question. The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs recently approved the sale of the government's 29.58% stake in which company for 38,000 crore rupees? It is your Hindustan Zinc Limited. Direct question that you need to remember. So the correct option is option 1. Next, SBI launched the personal loan product that was named Dash Credit for salaried customers on its digital platform, that is YONO. This is an application, mobile application of SBI. So this SBI launched a personal loan product that was named as Express Credit. Express Credit was the name of this personal loan product launched by SBI on their app, that is YONO. Who was recently appointed as the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Bharti Airtel Limited for a period of 5 years? Gopal Vittalji has been appointed as the CEO as well as the Managing Director of the Bharti Airtel Limited for a period of 5 years. Then next we will be talking about a supercomputer, that is Param. This Param supercomputer has been set up where? This has been set up at NIT Trichupalli. Alright, and this has been set up under the National Supercomputing Mission. Highly important, pay attention. It is a 838 teraflop speed. Flops, if we ask what is the unit in which the speed of a supercomputer is measured, it is flops, that is your floating operations per second. Moving on, Cyclone Asani was given by which country? Cyclone Asani is the name of a cyclone that hit the Andhra Pradesh, Odisha as well as West Bengal. This name Asani was given to this cyclone by Sri Lanka. Alright, Sri Lanka is the organization or is the country that gave the name Cyclone or Asani to this particular cyclone. Also, it originated in the Indian Ocean and it attacked or it hit the which states of India? Andhra Pradesh, Odisha and West Bengal. Also remember, to the same this cyclone, Kareem name was given by Seychelles. Kareem name was given by Seychelles, and India and Seychelles conducts an exercise that is Lamite. Next, Dash became the first Bangladesh batter to complete 5,000 runs in the Test cricket match. He is Mushfir Rahim. Next question. Which state is said to give the wax statue of Madame Tussauds? I repeat, which state is said to get the wax museum of Madame Tussauds? It is your Noida, Uttar Pradesh. We know a very famous wax museum, Madame Tussauds. Alright, and now similar museum will be set up in Noida Mall in Uttar Pradesh. This Madame Tussauds has a 200-year history and legacy, and it was first opened in London in the year 1835. And now this wax museum Madame Tussauds will be set up at Noida, Uttar Pradesh, at Noida Mall. Remember this, at Noida Mall, UP. Moving on, who authored the book The Discovery of India? This book was authored by Jawaharlal Nehru ji. Next, name the country that recently signed an MOU with India to enhance bilateral cooperation on climate action. It was your it was your United Arab Emirates. Alright, United Arab Emirates first IIT outside India will be set up, and here only it was into the grey list of FATF. If we are talking about FATF is your Financial Action Task Force, and who is the president? T. Raja Kumar, and T. Raja Kumar is the first Singaporean who has been appointed as the head or the president of your FATF. So the correct option is 5. Next, which organization recently set up the various committees through the General Insurance Council to overhaul the insurance sector? I repeat, which organization recently set up the committees through the General Insurance Council to overhaul the insurance sector? It is your IRDAI, that is your Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. Option 3rd. Next, who won the International Booker Prize for Translated Fiction of 2022 for the first Hindi novel, that is Tomb of Sand, and became the first Indian to win this particular International Booker Prize? Who is she? She is Gitanjali Shri. Alright, and her book was translated into, because remember, this is for the first time that in Indian language also this prize is presented, and this book is in for the first Hindi novel that was translated. Alright, and the author of this book is Gitanjali Shri. Also, this book became, as I told you, the first Indian language book to be recognized with this award, and this is the first novel translated from Hindi to win this particular award. That is your International Booker Prize. Next, name the second survey vessel project that was launched by the Indian Navy by Garden Reach Shipbuilders Engineers Limited in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. So for Indian Navy, this particular second survey vessel project was launched by Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, that is of Chennai, Tamil Nadu. What is the name of this particular survey vessel? It is Nirdeshak. Nirdeshak is the name of the second survey vessel that you need to remember. Alright, survey vessel. And what was the name of the first survey vessel? It was Sandhyak. Next, that was also built by GRSE, that is your Garden Region Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited. Next, identify the Indian Navy's warship of the Talwar class that was used to test the Indian Navy's surface to air missile system. So which INS was used? INS Tej was used. And if the name of the asked that Indian Air Force also conducted the missile test of a BrahMos supersonic cruise missile by which fighter jet? It was your Sukhoi 30 Mark 1 that was used to test the supersonic BrahMos supersonic cruise missile. And here the Indian Navy warship that was used to test the Indian Navy's surface to air missile system is your INS Tej. Dash became the first Indian state to create health accounts with the help of World Health Organization. So it is your Rajasthan that became the first Indian state to create health accounts with the help of World Health Organization. Efforts are now made to create the health accounts in Rajasthan with sufficient capacity with the aid from WHO. Next, Rhythm Mamania belongs to which state? This Rhythm Mamania became the one of the youngest Indian mountaineers to summit the Everest-based camp in Nepal. I repeat, Rhythm Mamania became the one of the youngest Indian mountaineers to summit the Everest base camp in Nepal. Question asked here is Rhythm Mamania belongs to which state? He is from Maharashtra. Next, Adani Hybrid Energy Jaisalmer 1 Limited commissioned the India's first wind and solar hybrid power generation plant in which city? It was in Jaisalmer, Rajasthan. I repeat, a 390 megawatt wind solar hybrid power plant was commissioned in Jaisalmer by Adani Hybrid Energy Limited. Alright, highly important, pay attention. It is the India's first wind as well as solar power plant generation plant. Next, which of the following organization recently launched the first global report on assistive technology? I repeat, global report on assistive technology, that is GREAT. 2020. Jointly, this report was released by organization. What is the name of that organization? It is your UNEF, that is your UNCF, United Nations Children's Fund, and WHO. These two organizations together have launched the global report on assistive technology. As per the report, 90% of those who need these assistive technologies, what are these assistive technologies? These are the technologies that can be used by disabled people to make their lives better. So according to this report, 90% of those who need this assistive technology do not have the access to it globally. Alright, and this report was released by United Nations Children's Fund and World Health Organization. Next, what is the net worth requirement to set up the non-bank Bharat bill payment operating units according to the Reserve Bank of India norms that was released in the May 2022? So around 25 crore rupees has been required. This is the net worth requirement. Next, which organization institutes developed the Indian business portal along with global linker? I repeat, which institute or organization developed the Indian business portal along with the global linker? It is your Federation of Indian Export Organization. Federation of Indian Export Organization. Next, what is the theme of the World Hunger Day that was observed across the globe on 28th of May? So the theme of the World Hunger Day is hashtag Youth Ending Hunger. I repeat, Youth Ending Hunger is the theme of the World Hunger Day observed across the globe on 28th of May. Apart from this, if I ask you, recently, which government has included 2 robots into their firefighting fleet? I repeat, 2 robots were added into the firefighting fleets of which state government? Of Delhi government. Fourth edition of Shrui Lily Festival. It is observed where? In Manipur. Recently, we saw the beginning of the fourth edition of Shrui Lily Festival in Manipur. Then tell me, which state became the first Indian state to roll out drone in the healthcare sector? First state to roll out drone in the healthcare sector is Uttarakhand. Then, which state government launched the Integrated Agriculture Development Scheme? Integrated Agriculture Development Scheme was launched by Tamil Nadu. And Tamil Nadu is only the state that launched the breakfast scheme for the primary government students. Next, which is the first major metro city to get its biodiversity registered? I repeat, first major city or first major metro city to get their biodiversity register is your Kolkata. Alright, then tell me, India's biggest drone festival observed where? India's biggest drone festival was observed where? It was observed in Delhi. First drone mela was observed where? It was observed in Gwalior in Madhya Pradesh. Alright, and this India's biggest drone festival was inaugurated in Delhi by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Next, tell me, India's first Olympic Values Education Program was launched where? In Odisha. India's first Olympic Values Education Program was launched in the state of Odisha. Next tell me, India's first Lavender Festival. India's first Lavender Festival. If asked about Lavender Festival, it was of Jammu and Kashmir. If asked about Lily Festival, it was of Manipur. See the difference about these two. First Lavender Festival was observed in Jammu and Kashmir, and if asked about the Lily Festival, it was observed in Manipur. Then WHO has partnered, World Health Organization has partnered with which Indian state to provide or to create health accounts? To create health accounts, WHO has partnered with Rajasthan. Next, if I ask you, third edition of Global Organic Expo for the year 2022 was held in which state? It was held in, or Union Territory, it was held in Delhi. So remember, third Global Organic Expo was held in New Delhi. Then question asked to you is, recently North India's first industrial biotech park. India's first industrial biotech park was inaugurated where? It was inaugurated at Kathua, that is in Jammu and Kashmir. Then India's first solar as well as wind energy and solar energy generation plant, that is the first of its kind, that was set up by Adani Green. Next, if question asked to you is that recently Param Ananta, this is the name of the supercomputer that was commissioned at IIT Gandhinagar. I repeat, Paramananta is a supercomputer that was commissioned at IIT Gandhinagar. And one of the important news, in Bihar state, India's largest gold reserves have been found. India's largest gold reserves has been found in Bihar. Next news. Next, tell me, where did we observe the 75th edition of the World Health Assembly? It was in Geneva. Geneva is in Switzerland. Then tell me, Quad Up meeting. Quad Leaders Summit 2022 was held where? It was held in, or it was hosted by Japan. Then similarly, tell me, who participated in the 7th edition of the BRICS Cultural Ministers meeting? Meenakshi Lekhi. Meenakshi Lekhi participated in the 7th edition of the BRICS Cultural Ministers meeting. Alright. Similarly, remember, India joined this news is important. This was the most recent news that India has joined the US led Indo-Pacific Economic Framework. I repeat, recently India has joined the US led Indo-Pacific Economic Framework. Similarly, what is the rank of India in the World Economic Forum's Travel and Tourism Development Index? The rank of India is 54, and this index was topped by Japan. Who topped it? It was topped by Japan. We are talking about World Economic Forum's Travel and Tourism Development Index. As per RBI, which is India's most preferred note, it is the note of 100 rupees. It is the most preferred by the Indians. Alright, then if I ask you who has become the new Lieutenant General or Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, he is Vinay Kumar Saxena ji. Similarly, if question asked to you about recently World Health Organization's Global Health Leader Award was presented, then remember, in this Global Health of Leader Award presented by, this was of WHO. In this, India's ASHA workers were among the 6 recipients of this WHO's Global Health Leaders Award. Then similarly, tell me, if I ask you, who won the IPL for the year 2022? It was your Gujarat Titans. On 23rd of May, we observe World Turtle Day. Then similarly, important day that you need to remember is on 25th of May, that is your Africa Day. Africa Day is observed on 25th of May, and on 29th of May is also important, this market star, that is your International Day of UN Peacekeepers. International Day of UN Peacekeepers is observed on 29th of May. Similarly, on 30th of May, we observe Hindi Journalism Day. Hindi Journalism Day is observed on 30th of May, and Goa Statehood Day is also observed on 30th of May. Then, as we know, food crisis going on all around the world. So remember, on 28th of May, we observe World Hunger Day. Important. On 28th of May, we observe World Hunger Day. And what is the theme this year? Youth Ending Hunger. Youth Ending Hunger is the theme of the World Hunger Day observed on 28th of May. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.